Hi, you guys. Welcome to my channel. My name is Katroya J. For those who are interested, I am now offering a one-on-one mentorship. All that information will be down below. So let's get into your message. So, Spirit came to me with a very, very clear message about family. There were these family members that got together. It's like they had like some type of group meeting. It's like they all came together, the elders and the family. And these family members were very specific about you. Their concern was about you. They came to an agreement that they wanted you gone. They wanted you out. They came to an agreement that you were no longer a part of their family. Now, these family members were mainly like your parents, your aunts, your uncles. All these people got together for some type of, it was, Spirit kept saying the family ritual, the family ritual. And I was just like, what in the world? Like, what? The family ritual. These people literally came together to come to an agreement that they were no longer going to support you. They were no longer going to be there for you when you needed them. They were no longer going to, be a part of your life in any type of way. Now, the messed up part about this is they even related the message to their children. So when I say their children, I'm talking about like your cousins, your like the friends of the family. It's like everybody in the family dynamic, they all got together and said they're no longer working with you, fucking with you, supporting you, or your children if you have kids. Now, I know this is going to be a messed up message for some people, but it is what it is. If you can't handle it, find your way out. Now, in this message, in this vision that God gave me, I would like to tell you exactly what I saw. God showed me a vision where you were somewhere, you were stuck, you were struggling, you were stranded, and you needed help. There were your family members literally they already had this meeting. So they were all sitting there watching you go through whatever it was that you were going through. Now, the way that I took that, some of you guys could have been dealing with like a real bad situation in your life. Some of you guys were, you were going through something very traumatic in your life. And while you were going through this, you started to notice that nobody was coming to help you. It's like your family members literally were sitting there somewhere close. They were sitting there and they were watching you go through whatever it was that you was going through. And you just couldn't figure out like, why are they not, why are they not doing anything? Why are they not helping me out? You know what I'm saying? Well, this is what was really going on. They gang stalked you. They all got together and they gang stalked you. It's like they were working on you like you were some type of science project. They all sat there and they watched you go through whatever it was that you were going through. They watched you and they watched you from a distance. But some of these family members was like close up. So for that, Spirit told me some of you guys had family members that was living close near you. They could have literally lived like a block away or 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes away. And they knew exactly what you was going through, but they never stepped up to the plate. Now, this was all in agreement. They had already had this meeting. They had already said that they were not going to come help you anymore. You were no longer a part of their family. This is what they came up with. These people literally sat there and gang stalked you. They watched you in hopes that you would literally take yourself out. They were hoping that you would give up on life. They were hoping that you would literally come crawling back on your hands and knees to ask them for help. But in this situation, Spirit specifically said, even though that you were waiting for them to step up and help you out, you never once asked them for help. You never once went back. You never once asked them for help. But they all stalked you. They all stalked you and watched you and waited to see if you were going to do that, but you didn't. Then Spirit also said, once they realized that you were not coming back to them, once they realized that you was not, you know, coming to their, coming to them, asking them for help, Spirit told me that they started to apply pressure. So I'm like, what you mean, God? Like, apply pressure? So what they did was they upped the ante. It's like they started to, even though you was going through what you was going through, they started to create more problems in your life. They started to do things behind the scenes that could literally keep you down and keep you stuck, whatever it was, the situation that you were going through. They did it even more. It's like they added more to your plate. They added more problems to your plate, more burdens. So I asked Spirit specifically, like, what do you mean? So let's just say you were going through something very traumatic, and it's like your family members could have even been making false reports on you while you were going through that. Or they were calling. It's like they were a part of the crowd, the people that were causing you issues, or they were making the issue even worse. And then I just couldn't understand. It's like Spirit just said they kept applying pressure. They kept applying pressure. Now, the reason why they kept doing that is because they really wanted to see you fold. They really wanted to see you fold. And then Spirit came to me and said, the reason why they did this to you, the reason why they were so adamant on you, specifically kicking you out, is because something about you that they already knew, that they knew you were going to survive this. But it's like they wanted to test you to see if they can break you in the process. Now, some of you guys, there was some type of big old blessing that was getting ready to come in. And it's like they felt it. They felt that you were getting ready to go to the next level in your life, because you had already broken generational curses that they were still dealing with. You had already overcome, let's just say, poverty, or you had overcome something that they deal with, something that your family specifically go through, and you stopped going through that. You learned some type of big lesson in your life. So they all started to get scared. They already knew that once you learned this or broke this cycle that you were going through, that you're getting ready to go up. And that's the reason why they did this to you. They gang stalked you. They watched you. Even if it's like, if you would go around them, you would notice that their attitudes was different. You would notice that, you could hear little whispers, and you could see on their faces that they were not really interested in you. They were not welcoming you with open arms. This is what you started to pay attention to. And this is what you started to notice when you would go around them. And then it got to a point where you got the picture and you started to realize, oh, this is what they up to. This is how they really feel about me. So a lot of you guys, most of you guys decided, like, okay, I'm not dealing with my family. I'm cutting them off and I'm not fucking with them. The moment that you decided to cut these people off, see, this is what they were not expecting. They all watched you, they gang stalked you, and they got together and did this, but they never really truly thought that you had the balls to actually walk away from them and cut them off. So now today, you are in a much better space in your life. You are in a much better headspace in your life. Your life is starting to get better. You start to feel more peaceful. You can handle the problems that come your way without them. And this is what they were not expecting. See, these people all did this to you because they thought that eventually it'll break you and you will come back to them. See, they never wanted you to grow. That was the whole reason why they did this. They never wanted to see you grow, because they knew, they started to watch your life and they started to see, oh, you're not doing the same things that they're doing. You're not going, you're leveling up. Those cycles that they were still going through, they realized that you broke those cycles. So it's like now they're looking back at you and they in shock. These people are literally in shock, because what they did not understand was, while they were outcasting you, while they were pushing you out, Literally, these people pushed you out of the family. They all got together. Spirit specifically told me your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your mom, your dad. It's like they all specifically came to one agreement. They were on one accord that they were going to purposely make your life a living hell, so that it will break you, so that you won't break those cycles, so that you won't break those generational curses. But now they all in shock because you did it. And this is the thing. You did it without them. You did it without having to go crawling back to them. You did it without having to need them for anything. And this is what's really, really messing with their minds right now. So now they're all looking at you on the outside. They're looking at your life right now and they're like, they scared. They're shook. And they cannot believe that you did all of this work on yourself. The whole time while you were going through these struggles, while you were dealing with those cycles, repetitive cycles in your life, those generational curses, while you were going through all the adversity outside of those generational curses, as far as just life, period. While you were going through all of that, it's like you were learning. You were learning the lessons. You were getting everything out of it. You was doing everything that God was asking you to do. And then this is the thing that happened to you. Along this journey, where you literally had to fight these demons in these battles by yourself, you discovered your gifts. You discovered hidden talents that were within you, because it's like you had no choice but to find these gifts and these talents, because you had no one else to depend on but God. So the more you got closer with God, the more you started to realize that you were amazing, you are special, and you do have a lot to offer. And you started to realize that it was all a part of the plan. It was all a part of the plan for you to do this on your own. Because see, this is what Spirit was preparing you for. And I got excited when I started to hear this. Spirit said they were preparing you, your spirit guides. Is when I say they, I'm talking about your ancestors, your spirit guides. They were preparing you for what's to come and what's coming into your life. You're getting ready to live a life of abundance, a life of being financially free, a life where there's no poverty. It's like you're going to have every single thing that you need for the rest of your life. And God specifically came to me and said, they were never supposed to come along. See, you were the type of person in your family that if you was to make it while you were with your family, you would have brought all these people along with you. You would have had them with you. You would have put your whole family on your back. And see, that's the thing. That is the thing. That is the reason why God let that happen to you. Because he knew how gifted you were. He knew how special you were. And he needed to remove you away from them so that when you do come up, you won't have all these people on your back that don't really care for you. Like, to be honest with you, they did that to you because they actually hate you. They actually have this thing against you because you learned certain lessons that they didn't learn. And these are your elders. So these are people that, you know, much older than you. They had enough time to learn these lessons, but they refused to. It's like they just kept going through it over and over again. But at a young age, you stopped it. It's like you broke that curse over your family, your generation. You did something that they didn't do. So they hated you for that. They resented you for that. And they always try to outcast you and make you feel like you were not good enough. A lot of you guys suffer with these issues. Some of you guys have abandonment issues. Some of you guys have low self-esteem issues, confidence issues, all because this is how your family treated you. This is how they treated you. This is how they made you feel all the way from when you were a child. And now that you're an adult, it's like you don't really understand why, but it's like Spirit is trying to show you. And I'm here to tell you why. Now that you're older, Now that you are able to really see where your life is and these people are not a part of it, Spirit wants you to know that this is a blessing. Just think about it. Just think about this. Imagine if you would have came up and you would have brought these people with you knowing what they did. You know what they did. Imagine if you would have these people sitting at your table, sitting around you, eating with you, talking to you, smiling in your face. And the whole time, they were the ones making your life hard. They were the ones sitting around, gang stalking you and watching you, hoping that you fail, hoping that you give up, hoping that you come crawling back to them. Imagine that. So all this happened for a reason. This all happened for a very specific reason. Spirit wanted them out of your life. Spirit wanted them out of your life because where you are going next, there's no room for them. They can't sit with you knowing what they did. And see, Spirit the whole time was watching them. They were under heavy spiritual surveillance. They were watched the whole time. Your whole life, while you were going through all these things from when you was a child, when you was a teenager, when you was a young adult, God, they've been literally being watched the whole time. That group meeting that they had, that team meeting that they had, that ritual that they did when they all decided that they were not going to support you, when they decided that they were not going to be there for you, you know what? God said, that is the reason why you get every single thing that they're working towards, every single thing that they're fighting for now, you get it. And see, this is the thing. You're going to get these things without having to work as hard. You're going to get these things without even having to fight for it, without having to look for it, without having to do too much. All you got to do is show up. God said all you got to do is keep showing up every day. Keep healing yourself. Keep accepting you for you. Even if nobody around you accept you, God is saying, as long as you continue to heal yourself and pick yourself up when you're not feeling good, when you're feeling down, or when you feel abandoned and neglected, as long as you keep working on yourself, there's unlimited abundance that's already been waiting for you. It was already yours. And your family did that because they knew it. They knew this. They knew that one day that you was going to reach a certain level of success that they will never reach. And now you are proving to them that all the shit that they did, them leaving you, it's like you got your family shook right now. And a lot of them are so mad at themselves. A lot of them are really like, they're bitter, they're angry. And Spirit specifically told me, God is coming down on them one by one. It's like they've been going along with life thinking that whatever they do for work, let's just put it like this, whatever they do for work, they really believe in their mind that they're going to reach a certain goal, but they're never going to reach it. Your family members are going to they're going to work these jobs, whatever jobs that they work, and they're going to live paycheck to paycheck for the rest of their life. They're never going to have the things that you're getting. So if you see that your life you may not be where you want to be in life. Let's just put it like this. You may not be exactly where you want to be in life, but you also have every single thing that you want. It's like you have more than what you asked for. And Spirit is doing that specifically for this reason. You're now at a point in your life where you have passed them up and you're literally sitting above them. Like you're literally above them. You're above them. Like you're doing things that they are still working towards. Spirit said these people will never accomplish that. Whatever it is. Because God kept telling me that it's a specific goal. It's things that they want to do. They're not going to get it. They're not going to reach it. These people are literally, it's like they're poverty stricken. They're restricted. Their abundance is restricted and it's limited. It's like even if they can provide for themselves and, just to have enough to eat every day, or, just to pay, just enough to pay their bills. That's what their life is like restricted to. They will never really accomplish big dreams and big goals and big accomplishments. But you're going to go higher and higher and higher, and you're never going to stop. And it's like, it doesn't matter how much they send you the evil eye. It doesn't matter how much they prey on your downfall. It doesn't matter how much they don't believe that you're going to reach your goals, because you're literally proving them wrong right now. You're literally proving them wrong right now. Whatever it is that you're doing in your life, you're proving these people wrong. Like, they literally made an ass out of themselves. Like, they really believe that by them all getting together and having this ritual and this meeting to agree to not come to your rescue and support you and help you and, to reject you, they cannot believe how far that you're making it without them. And I'm telling you right now, Spirit is saying you better not reach back. You better not reach back. And Spirit also told me that you will not be punished for it. See, a lot of people feel guilty about their success. A lot of people feel guilty about their success because they feel bad for the people that they're leaving behind. And Spirit came to me very specifically and said, you better not feel bad for these people, because it was, for some of you guys, you think that it was just a coincidence that, let's just say you needed something and you went to this family member, or you asked, or you just couldn't understand why they were so close to other siblings or other family members. Some of you guys were outcasted from get-togethers, gatherings, parties, and shit like that. You think that it's just a coincidence, but it's not. It was not. It was orchestrated. It was planned. It's like they wanted your ass out. They specifically said, even if they don't get along with each other, that's the thing. Even if they don't get along with each other, if they fighting and shit, they all still had an agreement that they don't fuck with you. And that's just what it is. So Spirit is saying, as you reach this level of success, as you go higher, you better not feel bad. You better not feel guilty. You better not reach back. Because Spirit said the moment that you reach back, you're opening your doors to your enemies. Because these people have literally been enemies since birth. And that is, you guys have been having enemies since birth. And you wonder why people around you are so fucking jealous of you. It's like you need to just really be honest with yourself and look around. Look how your family treated you. Your enemies, like the outsiders, people that are not related to you. Some of you guys be trying to figure out, like, why these people don't like me, or why, girl, boy, you've been getting treated like this since birth. Since birth. It's like something about you since you came into this world that they knew that you were going to be great. They knew that you were going to be great. And they purposely outcasted you. And you deal with this shit from everybody. So they're no different. God wants you to know that your family members are no different than the ops and these bitches in the street. You understand me? And God wants you to really understand that. Don't ever let them make you feel bad. Don't ever let them make you feel guilty. Don't ever feel like you owe them shit, because you don't owe them nothing. Because I promise you, they're going to struggle. These people are going to struggle. Regardless if they think that they might got a little job, but I guarantee you, they don't have, and they will never have, the type of success that you're going to have. And even if you don't, be this big actor or this big movie star or this big rapper or this, even if you don't have a job like that, you're still going to have some type of job. Whatever it is that you're going to be doing in life is always going to be more bigger, more important, more major than what they're doing. Your family is literally stuck. They're done. And God came to me, like, that's why I was like, oh my, God literally came to me and said, one by one, it's like they're getting plucked one by one. Each and every last one of them, for every single thing that they ever did to you, every single thing that they ever said about you behind your back. They cannot sit next to you. And I'm telling you, even if they try, even if you do start to feel bad about them, God is going to always block them from you. They're always going to be blocked. It's always going to be an issue if you ever try to get back with these people, because they cannot come with you. So the lesson here, this is what Spirit wants you to know. Don't you ever feel bad when you look back and you see these bitches going through whatever it is that they're going through. Even if you feel so, lonely and you feel like, damn, I wish my family, because I know I used to get like that. And I'm telling you this because I used to get like that. I used to be like, damn, I wish my family could see, how we living. And I wish, because some of you guys, during the time period that you spent around them, you were always going through shit. You was always struggling. You was always going through something. As long as you was around these people, your life was not where you are now. And it's like, once you made that decision that you were going to cut them off and move on and just live your best life, that's when everything started to happen for you. That's when you started to elevate. That's when your blessings started to really roll in. So I'm telling you right now, don't feel bad. Don't get to the point where you feel like, you need them and you want to, because it's all projection. It's like now they feel bad. Now they're looking at you and they're desperate. They really want you to look like, they want you to look at them. Because for some of you guys, you have no contact with them at all. For some of you guys, you don't talk to them. You don't see them. You don't even give a fuck about what they got going on. Period. You don't even give a fuck what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Spirit is saying, keep it like that. Keep it like that. Because there's an energy that may come over you within this next season. Because you guys are getting ready to go higher. If you think God has blessed you so far in your life, you got to understand this. Every single day, every season, you're learning some type of lesson. You're breaking some type of curse. So you're going to keep advancing. And you got to understand that these people chose that life. They chose that life. They could have done the same things that you are doing now. They could have done the same. They could have broke those same curses, but they didn't. And then it's like they tried to apply pressure. That's the part that Spirit got me with. Spirit said they tried to apply pressure on you just because you were the one that was breaking those curses. You were the one that was really setting the tone for the next 10, 20 years of your life. You know what I'm saying? And you were doing this shit right in front of them. And that's the reason why they didn't respect you. They couldn't respect you. You know what I'm saying? And see, a lot of times, a lot of your lessons really came after you left them. See, for some of you guys, your intuition was blocked. Your mind was so clouded while you were still, around them. It's like you were still going through so much shit while you was around these people because God wasn't ready to give you anything yet. I'm telling you, just look back. For anybody that has cut their family off, for anybody that has moved forward, just look back and look at your life now. Do you have some of the shit that you have? Did you have it then? Were you even thinking about having this shit? See, when you was around those people, you didn't even believe in yourself. You didn't even believe that you were going to reach this level of success. You never thought that you would be where you are today. You never thought this. So it's like, that was a part of the ritual. See, as long as you're around them, you will start to feel like them. But the moment that God removed them out of your life, you started to think higher. You started to elevate. Your spiritual gift started to kick in. You started to see life from a whole different perspective. And now you don't even think the same way. You don't even look at life or look at people or look at anything the same way now. And this is the reason why God did this. This is why God wanted you to separate yourself so that you can tap in and go where you're meant to go. And I'm telling you right now, they're not meant to be a part of this. God is plucking them bitches and knocking them bitches down one by one. I'm telling you right now, if you decide to go backwards, if you decide to reach down, because that's where they at. If you decide to reach down and try to grab them, your life is going to change. And it's going to go back to how you felt when you was around them in the past. And I'm telling you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. Spirit came to me with a very specific message and told me this next season of your life, they're desperate. They're hurting. They're in pain. They feel guilty. And they need you now. See, by you being able to have that space to elevate and to go up and to grow, now you done advanced so far in life. You done came so far in life. And if you really think about it, like if you really look back, they still doing the same old shit. They doing the same things. Even if you look back at like your cousins, their children, your cousins and shit like that. They doing the same shit that the mamas, the aunties and the uncles was doing. It's like it's like a curse. It's literally a curse, a family curse that you broke away from. Imagine going back to a cursed family. And that's what you guys need to understand. A lot of you guys feel like God has punished you by removing you from your family. But you got to understand that your family is cursed. Your family is cursed and they try to keep you. It's like, man, I can't. It's like they wanted you to have those chains on you too. But you were strong enough. You were strong enough to break those chains of poverty, to break those chains of self-limiting beliefs. You were able to break those chains. Why the fuck would you go back? Why the fuck would you reach down to people that try to literally chain you down and lock you up and literally throw away the key? But I'm telling you right now, it's over for them. It is like, even if it looked like they living their best life, even if it looked like, well, they still got shit going on, they don't really have it going on like that. Trust me, I didn't research, I didn't look into this shit. They ain't really got it going on like that. And they actually feel stupid and they feel bad and they're embarrassed because while they were doing that shit to you, everybody was watching. Some of you guys got, even your friends was watching. Your old high school and elementary friends was watching your family treat you like shit. As a matter of fact, most of the people that you went to school with, it's like they knew your family. They knew your family and they knew the shit that you was going through because it's like you wore it. You wore it on your sleeves. You look like it. You look like you was going through some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and Lord, I'm fighting tears back. Because they knew. They knew. They knew what you was going through. But they was just on the outside looking in. They couldn't do shit about it. You know what I'm saying? But now, as you get to level up and come up in life, now them same friends, they looking at you like, damn. They looking at you like, damn. That's fucked up how it's like the narrative is changing. The story is changing. Now, because see, at first they was all painting you like you was the bad guy. They was all painting this picture like you was the problem. And now that you are elevating, now that you are growing up in life, now even your old friends looking at, damn, that was fucked up how they treated so-and-so. That was fucked up how so-and-so family treated them. Now they looking at you like, damn, I should have been a better friend. I should have been there for that person more. You know what I'm saying? Even your old friends looking back at you like wishing. They all wishing that they was there. They wishing that they were. Because see, during the time that you was going through this shit with your family, a lot of people that was on the outside looking in, they kind of, some of them bitches, they even, joined the club. They joined that club when they started to see even your exes your baby daddy, your baby mama. They started seeing how your family was treating you, and they started treating you the same fucking way. They started treating you how your family was treating you. They teamed up with your family. They was having conversations with your family. They listening to lies, rumors, gossip, telling stories. And it's like some of you guys, your family had a big influence on your friendships. They had a big influence on everybody around you, your environment. Because it's like your whole fucking family against you. So now anybody that go to talk to them about you, they had that type of power back then to influence how people felt about you. Now them people looking dumb too. They looking stupid too. Because it's like you sit around, that's why you don't you don't get involved in that shit. When it come down to that family drama, you don't get involved with that shit because you never know. You never know in the end, the truth always comes out. Now, if you were such a horrible person like they painted you, how in the hell are you still able to reach this level of success? And it should really go to show your friends and your family that, well, I'm going to just say the outsiders. It should really show them now that what they were trying to do was manipulate them into outcasting you along with them. And for some of them, they are starting to see that they were manipulated. They were duped. And these people were dumb too, because they were duped out of what? Out of a good friend. They were duped out of good relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's like these people are actually finding out that you were a cool person. You was a pretty good catch. You know what I'm saying? And now they got to deal with it. Now they are in the same boat as these family members. And it's so sad that they had that type of influence over your life. And some of you guys started to, like, you were trying to figure out, like, how the hell did you allow this person to tell you some shit about me? And you know what I'm saying? Some of you guys were trying to figure out what happened. Why some of your friends ghosted you. Why some of them started to link up with your family and all of a sudden you see they friends with your family members. Because they fell victim to that shit. They fell victim to the lies, the gossip, the rumors. Even if you were doing certain shit, it's like everything was orchestrated by God. Everything was already meant to happen because they were never supposed to be a part of where you are now. So see, now they looking back and they regretting this shit. They're regretting. I'm telling you, some of these people are regretting this shit so bad that they feel a strong urge to reach out. They really, really desperate. They really want to reach out to you. And God is trying to tell you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. Because I'm telling you, you will be so like disappointed. It won't be the same. The vibes have changed. It's not going to be the same energy. Because see, now you are in a higher place than these people now. Now you're in a better position in your life and you're not even the same person no more. You don't even resonate with these people no more. You don't even look the same. You look unfamiliar to these people. That's why they are so shocked to see that with everything that you went through as a fucking child and growing up, you don't look like it. You don't look like what you've been through. And you damn sure are not what you've been through. So if you were to get back together with these people, it wouldn't even feel the same. It's a different vibes. And then you're going to start to think about all this shit. I'm telling you, it's going to come back. Everything that ever happened is going to come back. I remember I had a conversation with a guy that I went to school with. And then, you know, I was like, because at first when I ran across this person on social media, I was like, damn, I remember that. You know, I missed the conversations we had. But then as I'm talking to this person, memories started to pop up. Like, oh, that's why I cut you off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to start to, I'm telling you, if you were to connect back with these people, you're going to start to have flashbacks. And you're going to start to remember, like, damn, that's the whole reason why You got cut off in the first fucking place. And then what you gonna do? You gonna end up cutting them bitches off again. So why even waste your time? Why even give them the satisfaction? Don't even give them the satisfaction. Act like that shit ain't never happened. Act like you don't even know. I'm telling you right now, in this next season, God is telling you, you don't even know these people. You know, this is the season of, I don't even know you. I don't even know you for real. Like, I don't even know you like that. That's just what it is. It's like where God is getting ready to take you, man. I just can't, I'm telling you, you no longer have ties to your past. You no longer have, because the reason why I'm saying that is because, yes, you are connected to them, but you are a whole different person. The things that you used to do, you don't do that shit no more. The level of thinking it's like where you was at mentally, you not on that level no more. You have totally advanced. You have totally passed these people up on every level. Every level. And some of you guys need to understand, and you need to realize, like, it's okay. It's okay to feel like that. It's okay to understand that you passed some people up. Like, you really elevated. It's okay to feel like that. You don't need to feel bad. You don't need to feel guilty about where you at in life. You don't need to feel like you don't deserve what God is giving you, because God is giving you that for a reason. I'm telling you right now, some of you guys have already tried to go back to some people and it just didn't work, and you had to cut them bitches off again, because that's a sign that God is telling you they are no longer a part of your journey. It's like, yes, they played a role, but they were actually the footstool to your success. God used them. God literally used them to put you where you are today. It's like if you wouldn't have never experienced what your family did to you, you wouldn't have never evolved the way that you did. So it was all really a blessing for you, but it's a curse for them, because you are the one person in their whole, you're probably the one person in your whole family that's going to reach a certain level of success. And none of them are going to reach that level of success or be, in places. Some of you guys are going to be walking into places that they will never get an invite to. They will never be able to meet the type of people that you meet. It's like, and I'm telling you, you don't want to be, because I see this a lot too. You don't want to come up and then you so anxious to put these people on, and then the moment that they get that spotlight, they're going to turn on you. They're going to get that spotlight off of you, and then they're going to shit on you. Then they're going to try to slander you. They're going to try to, it's like it's going to be a cycle again. It's going to be a whole nother fucking cycle of the same shit. You don't want to do that shit. You don't want to do that shit. I've been seeing that a lot. It's like people are so desperate to drag their family members along with them. And then the moment that they get where they are, their family members is embarrassing them, shitting on them. You know what I'm saying? Turning the whole situation back around. See, right now you are in control. You have officially changed the narrative of your whole fucking life. You have changed the outcome of your story. Don't allow these people to change it back to how they want it to go. You don't allow that to happen. Don't allow that to happen. See, the more that you keep looking forward, the more that you keep looking ahead, the more blessings that it comes in. But the more that you feel bad and guilty, and the more you feel like you want to, I'm telling you, it's just going to make it, it's going to make it worse. It's going to make it bad. The more you feel like you want to look back and reach back and grab these bitches, and the moment that you let them back in, it's over for you again. It's literally, you're opening a door back up to your ops. You're opening a door back up to your enemies, because you got to remember this. They teamed up with your ops. They teamed up with your old friends. They teamed up with your exes. You got to remember that shit. They had a whole ritual. It's like your whole family got together and did a whole ritual, and they all came to an agreement that they were never going to support you. They were never going to help you. So why the fuck would you help them? Why? Why would you help them? And that's just some real, it's like, this is only for, like, if you trying to hear some real shit, this is what I'm talking, this is real. This is really real out here. Because you could literally look on the internet and see people that's bringing their family. It's like that ain't never good. Learn how to stand alone. Embrace your independence. Because God, you're free. You are free. See, while they were outcasting you, they didn't understand that they were actually giving you your wings. They were actually giving you freedom. You broke those chains. But see, a lot of them didn't think that it was going to last. A lot of them thought that you were going to fail and come crawling back by now. But you haven't. You haven't. Even if you are going through some shit in your life, they don't know. It's like you're not going through anything that bad to where you need them like that. It's like if you realize, if you really think about it, God is really blessing you for real. It's like God is so amazing. God is just, it's like God is just so amazing. And this is what he needed you to see. See, as long as you were stuck with them, you were never going to really find that relationship with God. And that's why a lot of them are still clicked up, and that's why they still together like that, because all they have is each other. They don't, it's like they could pretend like they, have a relationship with God, but they really don't. And I'm telling you right now, they gonna always be clicked up like that and teamed up. You know why? Because they can't stand on their own 2 feet without each other. That's why they always opening the doors for each other. They always letting each other come stay with them. Like some of y'all got family members that they always stand with another family member. Let's be real. They always stand with another family member. They always going back. You know what I'm saying? They always dare to help each other. Some of you guys, you realize that you don't get this. Your children didn't get the same treatment as your siblings' children. It's like some of you guys, every single thing was completely different. Like when it came to you and your family, your children, you know what I'm saying? They outcasted you. That was the whole point. But see, now all they have is them. And you might be alone right now. You might be independent, but you have everything that they're trying to get. Everything that they're trying to work towards, everything that they're delusional because they really think they're going to get it. Everything that they think that they're hustling for, you already got it. And if you don't have it, you're about to get it in this next season. Every single thing that they did to you was the catalyst. See, they were the catalyst to your success. And they could say that they made you who you are, but they'll never want to admit that shit. They'll never. But see, it's seen. It's being seen now. Everybody that they talked about you with, everybody that they gang stalked you with, everybody that they went to with stories, because Spirit gave me this vision. Spirit said they will be sitting on the phone for hours just talking about you. They will literally be like when they have gatherings and shit, when they have celebrations, the conversation is always about you. The conversation is always about you and how fucked up of a person that you are. But now those same people that they had those conversations with, they sitting back because mind you, they got all these people to watch you. They gathered all these people to watch you. And now they're watching you and they really cannot believe what they're seeing. And it's so funny like that, like they cannot believe what they are seeing. And this just goes to show you, you never know how something can play out, honestly, because Spirit said, y'all never knew. For the ones that's experiencing this, you never even imagined your life going where it is now. You didn't. You had a lot of fear. like literally your whole life you were afraid, or you were going through stuff that was just so traumatic in your life that you didn't believe. Like some of you guys used to wake up like, why me, God? Why me? Every single day it was some shit. And now it's like you can't believe how easy shit is starting to get. You can't believe how, like, even if a problem do come up, it's like, boom, you got a solution. It's like things are getting solved for you, and it's like miracles are unfolding in your life and you just can't even explain it. But it's like, this is where God wanted you. This is exactly where God needed you to be at, so that you can receive these blessings that's coming in for you. So it is very important for you to be grateful and thank God every single day. Thank God. It's like, even if you feel like it's so hard for you to go through or enjoy your success by yourself. And yes, it does get lonely at the top. Some of you guys feel lonely at the top. Some of you guys some of you guys could live in big ass houses and big old, tall buildings, and you in that bitch by your fucking self. Some of you guys got yards bigger than the fucking places that you ever been. But you in that bitch by yourself. But I'm going to tell you like this. You better enjoy it. Start living. It's time to start living. It's time to really start living your life. It's time to really start being grateful for what you are. Because at the end of the day, even though you are alone, even though you by yourself, and you don't have to be in a big old house. You don't have to be, you could have something that's very much comfortable for you. It doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is that you made it, and you made it without them. And those evil ass family members that you got, guess what? They can try to portray on social media all day like they really got it, and they might do have a job. Yeah, they probably is working. But when I tell you, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. It's like that dream job that they want, they'll never get it. That influence that they want, that you have, that's natural, they'll never have it. Some of you guys got family members that want to be you. A lot of them, and see, some of them got on the bandwagon because that's how much they were jealous of you. That's how much they hated you, because they wanted to be you. You have something about you that's unexplainable. You have something about you that is so unreal and so beautiful, so unique, so creative. They'll never have it. They could try, they could portray that image, they could, whatever they're doing, they'll never have it. But for you, you about to have it all. You about to have every single thing that you saw, everything. Like, it's like think back to when you were a child, or think back to those times where you felt lonely and outcasted by them. And what are the things that you were dreaming about having? Some of you just needed stability. Some of you just needed like a stable place to live. Some of you needed, a vehicle to get from one place to the next. They didn't even want to give you a fucking ride. These bitches couldn't even give you a ride. For some of y'all, these bitches couldn't even watch your kids while you go to work. They couldn't even do the small shit. And now look at your life. Some of y'all got 2 cars. Some of y'all got a motherfucking house so big that bitch echo when you holler. Cause I know I be in this bitch like I'm in a studio. Echoing. Those are the things that you need to be grateful for. Because I'm telling you, those are the things that they never wanted to see you have. You have the things that they never wanted to see you have. See, and Spirit specifically said the elders in your family, the elders, the aunts, the uncles, the cousins, the big brother, the big sister. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are the youngest. Some of you guys are the only child. And I'm telling you, the reason why they did that, because they knew it. It's just something about that energy. They knew it. But they really wanted to make themselves believe that if they did all this shit to you, that somehow, some way, you would give up. Somehow, some way, you will come crawling back. See, and pay attention to this. Think about this. Remember the times that, let's just say you did have to go ask them for something. See, pay attention to how motherfuckers feel when you ask them for shit. Because if they're in the energy where they gloating and they feel so good, like motherfuckers, like they love that shit. They love when you need something. They love when you are at a point in your life and you struggling and you need them. Think about how, they treated you purposely when you needed them. And then look at where you are now. Look at the difference. Pay attention to the differences. That's what Spirit is saying. Pay attention to the differences of how you used to think, how you used to live, how you used to carry yourself then versus now. It's a total different picture. You have officially changed the narrative of your life, all by cutting these motherfuckers off. So it is very, very important that you don't open that door again, ever again. I don't give a fuck who it is. It could be your niece, your nephews. It's like they all a part of this. Like, you got to understand that they are all a part of this. They are all a part of them. So it's like when you open a door to them, you open a door to them. You see what I'm saying? And you can't trust it. You can't trust it because you never know who is trying to snake you. See, when you have too many people around you, you get confused because you don't really know who the snake is. You can't tell. But the less people that you have around you, the easier it is for you to pinpoint who the snitch is or who the snake is. But that's another video that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about that on another video because I'm telling y'all, some of y'all got snakes and snitches, rats around you that you need to get rid of. You trying to figure out who telling, who the snake is. Look around. That's why when you on a certain come up, that's why it's important for you to be strong enough to be alone. Be strong enough to be independent. You know what I'm saying? It's very independence. The way you carry yourself while you in this independent stage of your life until God send you your person. You got to be a soldier. You got to be strong. And you got to be able to see and look around. You don't need to have all them people around you. I'm telling you. And having them family members around you, because they could come back with a sob ass story and all of this, but you never really know for real. You never really know, like, for real. Like, if they really sorry, or it's like a motherfucker could put on a show. People, it's like they want to come and audition to get back in your good graces. And I'm telling you, these bitches will act. They will put on a whole show to make you believe that they really changed, and they didn't. They just want to get you to the point where you open that door back up. And the moment that you open that door back up, guess what? Back to the fucking sad life. Back to the, destruction and all the slander and all that bullshit. It's like right now, keep it how it is because you don't have to deal with all of that. Keep your life at a point where you can literally count on your hand who is around you. You could count on your hand who, everything. It's like you got a clear vision of everything around you. Keep it like that. Keep it like that. Because you don't want to open the door back up to the snakes and then you believe that, they wouldn't do that shit to you again, and then you get your fucking feelings hurt, or you get snaked, you get set up, and then you fuck around losing it all. See, a lot of people that come up in life, they lose every fucking thing. They lose everything because of the people around them. Because of the snakes that they open their door to. And that's the thing that you have to be very aware of is your surroundings. And surrounding yourself with motherfuckers that try to chain you. Surrounding yourself with the same people that try to keep you in a cursed family. Shit, you setting yourself up for a disaster. It's like that's the thing that that wakes me up every time. Anytime that I feel like, damn, I miss this person. I need to go, you know what I'm saying? Because I always been that person that always feel like I want to go and make it right. I've always been that person that even if I did some fucked up shit, because I done did some messed up stuff, I've always felt like, you know, I need to go apologize and make it right. But sometimes you got to understand, maybe that shit happened for a reason. Maybe you did what you did for a reason. Maybe you don't owe them apology because you don't know what they did to you. Sometimes you got to understand, man. Sometimes you just got to say, fuck it. I did what I did and I'm standing on that. Sometimes you just got to stand on what you did and move on. And that's where I'm at in my life now. Whatever I did, if that person didn't get an apology from me, or if we never saw each other again, we never talked again, oh fucking well. I did what I did and I'm standing on that shit. Because at the end of the day, what you did? What you did? How did we end up here? How did we get to this point where I had to do that to you? Why did I do what I did to you? Because you snaked me. Whether I knew it or not, you snaked me. And karma is a bitch. You got to understand that shit happens for a reason. When you change your mindset, when you change the way that you think and how you look at shit, you change your whole fucking life. Stop feeling bad about the shit that you did to these people. Because everything happened for a reason. The things you did, you know, you did it all because of how they treated you. Some of you guys were doing things to these people, or you know, certain shit happened with your family and you couldn't understand. Some of y'all could still be holding resentment. That's what I want to say. Some of y'all could be holding resentment about something that you did to somebody in your family. And I'm telling you right now, they deserved it. They deserved exactly what the fuck you did. Because you don't even know about this ritual. You don't know about the ritual. You don't know that they already had came together and decided that they were not going to fuck with you. They were not going to help you. They were not going to support you. They were not going to be a part of your life. So fuck it. Move on with your life. Accept it. Accept that these people are not supposed to be there. Accept these blessings that's coming in. Don't feel guilty about these blessings that's about to pour in on your life. And God has already blessed you. Look, just be grateful for what he's already done. Because even if you're not where you want to be, even if you still feel like there's work that needs to be done, you still doing better than them. You still up. And you're going even higher. So accept that and understand that God is knocking these bitches down one by one. And it's like God is making them watch you. God is making them come back to you and look at you and watch you because of the guilt. The guilt is eating their ass up because they know. And see, it gotta sit with them. It gotta sit with them because there's no way that they can fix it. There's no way that they can come back from this ritual and what they did, what they agreed upon. For some of y'all, it's a real fucking ritual. For some of y'all, it was a ritual to literally X your ass out of their life. And that's what you got to understand. Don't feel bad. Don't feel guilty. Release any type of resentment that you have towards your family so that God can bless you wholeheartedly. There's no need to hold no grudge. There's no need to feel no type of way. You got to accept that shit. It is what it is. Pray about it. Leave it in God's hands. He already working miracles in your life. He already brought you out of that situation. It's time to let it go and receive. So everybody watching this video, put your hands out and tell God, I release this energy in the name of Jesus, and I receive all the blessings that God has for me. Release it, receive, and let it go. God is ready to bless you abundantly. And it's okay. They just can't come. Okay? So thank y'all so much for watching this video. Make sure y'all tune into the next live that I'm going to do today, because that live is very important. This is about to, I'm getting ready to tell you why. Because some of y'all didn't even know that you was a seer. Some of you guys was seeing things that was happening to you and you didn't even understand why. You didn't understand what type of gift you had. But some of you guys are going to realize that you actually had this gift. You had this gift since you was a child. You actually been seeing the the fraud ass shit that they was doing, but you didn't want to believe it, or you thought you was crazy, or they try to make you feel like you was crazy. You not crazy. You're not crazy. Make sure y'all tune in. I'll be back at 5 o'clock. But thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.